Hello. Oh, I'm going to remember this first. Hold, please. All right, there you go. So, welcome again. If it looks like I just woke up, I did. I've been at my daughter and son and daughter-in-law's place in Missouri over the weekend, and I drove back this morning, got home at about noon, and I'm fighting a bug of sorts, I think. And so I've got like a little stiff neck, and I laid down at 3. I set my alarm, I'm sure I did, for 4. And the next thing I knew, I woke up and it was 4:30. And I went, I don't have anything ready. So I'm just kind of doing this on the fly. I have a couple requests. I have Roger's old hymn book with a bunch of hymns that he wrote in the back that he could do in an emergency for the congregation, and we're going to use that. I also have a new microphone, and this is with my little tiny PA system that I use. Doesn't have as much reverb. I hope it will be heard over. I didn't even get a chance to test it. So you know what? Here we go. We're going to have a good time. This may be a short version. I don't even know what day it is, but I do have a request. Teresa, my neighbor, requested When I Survey the Wondrous Cross. Reconnect. So there we go. I think we're back online. So I'm going to play that song again. Lisa, it's okay. It did go through. We've been having a phone problem. And so, yes, it's all good. And I'm going to start. Oh, my neck. I'm like a stiff-necked person. Anyway, When I Survey the Wondrous Cross. Hi, Lisa Schaefer. All right, and I feel like I got a hiccup. Excuse me, a hiccup or a cough. This is just going to be a weird session, but I'm just going to keep on going and trusting that the Lord will work it out. I don't know if the sound levels, usually I will record a little bit and listen to myself. Didn't have a chance to do that tonight. So Vanessa, my friend from Canada, requested When the Roll is Called Up Yonder. listens to me of all of my things over and over and over again while she goes to sleep. So, Janice and Jim, yes, it's good to see you. I should be singing. Thank you, Carrie. Who knows? Maybe I will. Anyway, she requested He Keeps Me Singing. And then she said, Jesus is the sweetest name. And I know there's many songs that are similar, but I think this is the one she likes. And Brandon from Arizona requested a song, but he said, I want to hear the story behind He Keeps Me Singing. And I'm going, I just woke up. I don't even know hardly where I am. So you're not going to hear the story behind that song. This song, He Keeps Me Singing. Here's the other one. Jesus is the sweetest name I know. Brandon from Arizona wanted Be Thou My Vision. I didn't have a chance to look the music up. I think I can do it by heart. That's all I have on my list. So if you want to request something I can see you all on the screen, so you have at it. Otherwise, I'm going to start with Power in the Blood. just tuned in, I started out not even knowing what time it was. I took a nap and I set my alarm for 4 o'clock Central Time, and it was 4:30 when I woke up. And I didn't have anything ready, so I'm kind of out of the loop, and I have kind of a stiff neck. And so if I turn a certain way, you'll see me cringe, that's why. So, Chad and Stephanie, you must not have watched from the beginning, because that was almost the first song I played, but you know what? I'm going to play it again. There's Within My Heart a Melody. I'll play the third verse. This is the fourth verse. That's okay. Hi, Debbie. And then my son from South Carolina asked for Love Lifted Me. Yes, Chad, I know you're in South Carolina. I know Lance is in South Carolina. This is like the comedy hour, I think. Let's see. There's just something about the name Carrie requested. Hi, Sandy. Sandy has requested Sweet Hour of Prayer. My son Lance requested Do Lord. No, I'm not sick. I just get strangled sometimes and saliva goes down the wrong way, but I think I'm okay. Anyway, I'm here. You're here. We'll keep praying for each other. How about, hi Gary, Nothing But the Blood. Hi Rhoda. Rhoda requested the love of God. I love that verse. Could we, with ink, the ocean fill? There's no way we could write all of the words to describe the love of God. asked for some that I can't play off the top of my head, and you know that. I might be able to do Ship Ahoy, but I think I'll do for Herschel Wells in memory of him, Come Home, Come Home. It's Suppertime. Sandy asked for Nearer I Got to Thee. Joy in the Camp for Lance. I can hear is my brother Howard, his wife Donna, and Todd, their son, singing Joy in the Camp. Donna had lost her voice, and Todd had to sing the Thai tenor. It was just a memory that's etched in my mind. Near the cross. this will be the last one. Hi, Helen. Or Carrie. I'm sorry. Couldn't see the right words up there. This is just really an odd. You'll have a lot of laughs listening to this if you don't hear it live. But I'm going to do for Sandy Carey, Open Mine Eyes That I Might See. I'll do one more. Oh, Jesus, I have promised, and I'm just sorry. Oh, Jesus, I have promised. Oh, it's in here, page 274. This is for John Henry, the world traveler. I'm going to hear all about his trip tomorrow to Budapest, someplace overseas. Oh, Jesus, I have promised. That concludes the Hymns with Glenda session that you'll never forget. It's, let's see. Oh, okay, so if you don't get to watch this live because it disappears from Facebook in 30 days, you can always tune into YouTube, Hymns with Glenda, and see and listen to them then. And the photograph is reversed and it won't irritate you. Thank you so much for joining me, and it's good to see you, Glenda, and thank you, Sandy. I love you all, and I'm sorry that I just woke up, but I needed that rest. See you next week.